Hey guys, Tab here from Real Michigan Anglers, and today I'm going to do a review on my Pflueger 7-foot medium action rod and reel combo. Comes with the 400 size reel and the 7-foot medium action rod. So let's talk about both aspects of that. First off, the rod. It's a little hard to get it in frame here, but I've had no issues in 11 months of use with this rod. The rod tips, any of the components of the rod itself, the butt where the reel hooks in, that's solid. I've had lots of rods in the past where that doesn't sit in there good and it's loose and jiggly. I've actually had a rod or a reel ripped right off my rod before on a cheaper rod. Because I hooked into a king salmon and it was just more than the whole thing could handle. This is a nice heavy duty setup. The first week I got this in Christmas of last year, I went out and caught some nice bass and pike on it right away. I've since landed some monster fish on this, including some salmon. So overall it's a really good setup. The price range, I think it's around $80 or so. And the reel and the rod for that price isn't bad. The reel itself, overall, I really like. It's very smooth. It's a Pflueger President reel. It's one of the, I think, what people consider as one of the most common, reliable, good quality reels that you can get in a budget of around $50 or under. That being said, this particular one has an issue, and I'll give you a close-up of what it is right here. In this piece, there's a slight gap here between this piece where the line sits, right in this groove. And what happens, let's see if I can get it to do it here for you. Sometimes when I cast, the line, instead of getting caught in that groove, because it's loose, it gets caught in this little side bit somewhere, and it actually snags, and I can't even make it do it right now while I'm trying to do it. But occasionally when I flip the bail and go to reel, I can't reel because my line is stuck right in here. And if I get a little closer here, you can see how that's loose and wiggly. And I know there's a screw you can tighten up there, but it's not so much of that, I don't think, as just the actual size of the piece is slightly off or something. So, there's that issue. Honestly, I've snagged up a few times because I cast it out and couldn't reel right away, so my lure just falls and hits, some rocks or logs or whatever. So that's kind of been a pain in the butt. But other than that, I haven't lost any lures because of it. Because I'm using braided line, I think that's a large part of it. I think if I was using mono or certainly fluorocarbon, the line would just snap when it gets caught in there, and I'd be just totally not happy about that. So I'm really only fishing braided line on this. It is what it is. Overall, I would say probably most President reels don't have this problem. It's probably just particular to this particular reel. I do have other Pflueger President reels in smaller sizes that work just flawlessly for me. So I'm not holding it against Pflueger in this case. I think I just got a slightly bad one. I honestly haven't even tried to do anything about that particular issue. Hasn't slowed me down. Like I said, I've been using this thing as my main or my secondary rod for the last year. So overall, really happy. Budget friendly quality rod if you're looking for a 7-foot medium. If you're looking for an all-purpose type rod, I would get this in like the 6.6 with the smaller reel size, and that's basically what I would use for my everyday fishing. And then I break this out for, if I'm going for pike or muskie, or if I'm casting for bass and heavy cover or something like that. So, overall, good quality rod and reel setup on a budget. At that price range, you can't argue about the small details. But I'm a big fan of the Pflueger reels in general, and particularly the Presidents. I've owned a few at this point. This is the first President or Pflueger rod at all that I've owned, and like I said, the craftsmanship, the quality, the durability is all great. I think I'd rather test out one of their 6.6 medium lights or something like that. This one is a little stiff for most of my fishing purposes, but you gotta have the right rod for the right situation, and sometimes you need that 7-foot medium action. Thanks for watching, guys.